Hey guys, welcome to a quick video. Today I'm going to teach you how to install the Blackout kit into the buttstock of the Edgun Leshiy 2. So let's talk about the tools that you're going to need. You're going to need a 4mm hex wrench. That's going to be to take the air tube off. You're going to need a 2.5mm hex wrench to take the button off. I prefer a little hook tool. You can just use your wrench, a little right angle wrench there if you want to pull the heel and toe cleats out. And you're also going to need a tool that I made. I find this easier. Just take a utility knife, and if you can see, I just ground the end flat on a little grinding disc, and we're going to use this to take the C-clip off the back of the dust cover. So I'll show you guys how to do that. So that's the tools you're going to need. The Blackout kit that you're going to order is going to come with the dust cover, which is going to be black, the heel and toe cleats for the buttstock, and the black pin. So it's a really quick install, shouldn't take you too long. Of course, as always, start to make sure that you're safe, that the gun is degassed. You check it both with the gauge and also by pushing on the valve pin in the front. So you're going to do that, and you're going to just take a little tool like so, and you're going to push just to make sure that all your air's out, because we are going to be taking the air tube apart, and I want you to be safe. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. One piece that I forgot to mention you guys you're going to need is you're going to need a fill probe to hold the air tube into place. Okay, so let's go ahead and start by taking off the easy parts, which is going to be the heel and toe cleats. And you're just going to reach in and just fish and pull it out. This one can be a little bit trickier. Sometimes I use just a little hook tool to grab it and fish it out, like so. And this is going to be a real quick, easy install. And you're just going to put those in like a Tupperware container. Okay, so we're moving right along, and we're going to do the button next. 2.5mm in the front here for the button. You don't really need to take anything off except for the button. Just make sure that you line it up. Remember that the ribs go backwards. And it doesn't have to be really gorilla tight, just like that. Okay, so now let's do the hard part. So we'll get rid of all these other parts here, and we're going to put the dust cover in place of the red dust cover, so that when we close it, we'll get rid of this red section. So what you're going to do is leave your fill probe in there, and we are going to take the arm off. And we're just going to unscrew the tube. And if you remember from my bottle video here, sometimes the adapter is stuck on there and is left. So we're just going to take a little wrench and take that off. Just break it loose like that, and then the rest should be hand tight. And remember that you do have a little O-ring underneath here, and that is going to be an 18 by 2.5. Okay, so now that we got that removed, we're going to take our fill probe out, and we're just going to push the entire assembly out. Make sure we don't lose our O-ring. And now we have our fill assembly. Now, to get the fill assembly off, you guys notice here they got a little C-clip, and then you're going to take your flat spot of your utility knife. You're going to find your little spot, and you're just going to push until you hear a little click like that. And then what I usually do is take a little hook tool and just grab one of the little cleats underneath there like so. And once it's off. Okay, now I want to caution you, there is a detent ball with a spring under here. So we're going to pull this off really gently. And if you point this up to where your fill probe is opening, where you had it open, You can see the little detent ball and spring. If you lose that, that's okay. There's a little spring inside there. Remember that the hole needs to be lined up. Take your finger, push down the little ball. And before you put it back in, just make sure that you got a click value there like that. Okay? Okay, so now we're going to replace the C-clip. So all we're going to do is just take it, line it up with a little groove on the back of the thing. Use the tool we used to get it off. And click it back on. Double check for function, and now we can put it back into the gun. Now you're good to go. Let's go ahead and slide this back through the back. We're going to line up our fill probe, click it, and before we do anything else, we're going to take our fill probe. That way it keeps it from rotating. Replace our O-ring. This has been on for a while. If you haven't taken it off in a long time, it might be a good idea at this point to replace this O-ring. Remember, this is an 18 by 2.5. Now we're going to put our adapter piece on. Okay, once we get to the bottom here, we're going to snug this up. Now we're going to screw our air tube back on. I'll take this off camera, just get it started here. There we go. And just remember, you're going to bottom it out. It doesn't have to be more than hand tight. No tools there. Replace your arm, your 4mm hex wrench, and this one doesn't have to be snug either, because all this is just a brace. There we go. And now we have a full blacked out gun. Heel and toe plates. We're going to check to make sure that we have click value here. You can see that we do, and everything's blacked out. All right, so these are on the website. I hope this is an informative video. If you have any questions, of course, you can always hit us up, sales@Edgun West, or give us a call. We still answer the phone. I hope this was helpful for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.